About Kokeshi dolls. Kokeshi are wooden dolls from Japan that have no arms or legs. They are generally handmade and have simple features and clothing. Kokeshi are purchased as collectibles, ornaments, and are also a popular tourist souvenir. Let's let these Kokeshi dolls inspire our artwork for today. Beginning with the end in mind, let's go ahead and get creating. First, I want you to start off by drawing the Kokeshi doll. Take 2 pieces of paper and fold it in half. You'll notice it's tall like a building, and draw a large curved line. On the second piece of paper, fold it hot dog style and draw a nice big huge C shape. When you've drawn those shapes, begin by cutting those out. We'll now open them up and start designing the clothing of the Kokeshi doll. You can use some of your idea sheets to help you design and decorate the patterns of the clothing, or you can come up and create some of your own patterns onto your own project as well. Maybe it looks like you. Maybe you're going to add on the clothing that you like to wear, or the designs or clothing that you have on. When you're done in pencil, please outline in black. When you begin coloring your Kokeshi doll, go ahead and also use your crayon in different varying strength or pressure on your crayon. You'll notice as I'm starting to color the face, I'm keeping it pretty light. I didn't have any skin tone, so I went ahead and I used what I did have. And I want you to kind of think about using your crayons with different pressure to create different values into your project. So let's focus in on that when I'm starting out with the hair. You'll notice that I'm coloring the hair yellow or a color, doesn't matter what color you choose. But instead of just leaving it as a solid color, go ahead and layer your colors together, creating more depth and more dimension into your work. You'll notice that I'm using the darker colors just on the edges of my paper. So it creates a little bit of an idea of highlights or lighter colors where the light might shine, and darker areas on the sides or the bottom of the hair. It's already starting to look more 3D by the way that I'm using my crayon color. Let's go into the clothing or the doll shape. Now that you're done with the head shape, place that aside, and then you can do the same thing for the body. For my favorite part of this project, I went ahead and I used some of the circle punches to create the expression of my project. Again, feel free to use the idea sheet to help you get started and design and create whatever kind of an expression you would like. I grabbed an oil pastel to start adding on my face, a glue stick to glue on the facial expression, and using my oil pastels for any other designs. Lastly, let's take a moment and glue it together. Taking a sheet of paper, go ahead and fold your paper in half, the hot dog fold. On your second sheet of paper, fold it across, the hamburger fold. Now, pay attention to where your fold line is and create a nice big curved line on your paper. On the second sheet of paper, draw a huge C-shaped line or a huge curved line that goes the opposite side. If it's not quite big enough, go ahead and erase part of the line that you don't want and make it a little bit larger. There, now that you've got those pieces drawn, let's go ahead and take a moment and cut those out. I really like putting on the clothing and the decoration of the designs of clothing that I want my Kokeshi doll to have. And so feel free to use your creativity using some of the clothing that you're wearing right now as inspiration, or you can also use the idea sheet for different designs of clothing onto your project as well. When you're done in pencil, please outline in black and then you may begin painting. On to the painting step. Make sure that you're using plenty of paint and water onto your paper with a painting mat underneath so that you can paint the whole page. Set that aside to dry. Please do the same thing onto the clothing part of your project. Paint the whole page, set that aside on the drying rack, and let that dry. Now that your project is dry and returned, let's get out our oil pastels and create some more designs and patterns onto this colored cut clothing. It's pretty plain just with one color placed on there, so when you grab your oil pastels, you can make some really neat designs. You'll also want to freshen up or darken some of your black marker lines so that we can really see the details that you created with your oil pastels. Boy, this is going to look really nice. I'm going to go ahead and grab some colored supplies and add some color to my project as well. One of my favorite parts about this project is adding on the expression. Feel free to use the idea sheet to help you get started creating your own ideas for expression, how you want this character to look. Using your oil pastels, put that face on, glue it together, and now you have your project complete. Happy art making! Have a great day!